Hello, my name is Amber Brinkhous. My area of focus for my Pecha Kucha is on the importance of implementing cooperative learning groups in diverse classrooms, which promotes equity and inclusion by ensuring that students with disabilities receive meaningful opportunities to participate, contribute, and succeed alongside their peers. Cooperative learning, as Vernon, Schumacher, and Deschler describe as a study group, is defined as a collection of individuals who gather together regularly to improve their understanding of some non-trivial subject. These groups can help students academically, socially, and in the workplace, which is why they are so important to me and should be to all teachers. Academically, Vygotsky's zone of proximal development describes how a child is capable of greater learning with the right support from an adult or more advanced peer. He also emphasized the importance of inclusion based on positive differentiation for students with special needs. This helps bring equality to students who are frequently facing systematic inequality. Also, academically, Fuchs works with peer-assisted learning and in literacy activities, focusing on purposeful pairing of high performers with low performers. This is a concern when teachers are ill prepared to support this kind of learning or do not promote equitable learning opportunities. The model code of ethics for educators calls for all teachers to be advocates for all students and accept the responsibility of performing all duties required. Socially, the intergroup contact theory, as outlined by Johnson, and Holobeck, is the theoretical foundation for cooperative learning. It promotes positive interdependence for students by fostering a positive interaction between members of different racial ethnic groups, including cross-race interactions, interracial attraction, and cross-ethnic friendship choices. In the workplace, cooperative learning and collaboration are becoming increasingly common as they are key to an organization's success. In most workplaces, tasks cannot be completed alone. Therefore, production teamwork is a must. According to Cross, Rebel, and Grant, time spent by managers and employers and on collaborative activities has ballooned by more than 50%. To begin with, the importance of cooperative learning in academics utilizes strategies such as clear, class-wide peer tutoring, allowing students to receive immediate feedback and to take ownership of their learning. According to Saez, McMaster, and Fuchs, CWPT offers frequent opportunities to develop self-regulation skills, positive reinforcers, and shared performance outcomes. Next, academically, it helps to increase understanding and retention. According to Professor Robin Gillies, publisher of many papers in cooperative learning groups, assisting the students to interact and work together not only enables students to learn from each other, but also accepts responsibilities for the tasks they have to complete and the decisions they have to make. In return, these skills help all students, not just those with special needs. Finally, academically, cooperative learning can encourage learners with barriers to develop a more positive attitude towards learning. Students enjoy learning from their peers. Higher competence helps leads to improved learner confidence, and it motivates students to be engaged in education, which in turn, according to the MCEE, increases students' access to curriculum by providing a more quality and equitable educational experience. Firstly, socially, cooperative learning can also help to decrease peer rejection and increase social acceptance of students with disabilities. The intergroup contact theory can help lead to greater understanding and acceptance among members of differing social groups by bringing individuals together as equals with common goals, allowing them to explore potential commonalities and discouraging bias or prejudices. Secondly, cooperative learning groups help with social skills and the need for deliberate inclusion, according to Vernon, Murray, and Rosseth, by providing a way for youth with disabilities, a way to contribute to group activities. They may be more open to engaging with a small number of peers within a small group lesson. Lastly, cooperative learning groups are good for students with and without disabilities. The study by Vernon, Murray, and Rosseth found that regardless of disability status, all students benefit from the experience. These findings are consistent with a large amount of research highlighting the positive effects of cooperative learning. To start with, cooperative learning groups can be transferred to the workplace. It teaches concepts such as team cognition, or as Vernon, Schumacher, and Deschler describe in their study, how a team problem solves together. This helps to improve members' understanding of concepts that are too difficult to grasp on their own. After that, Vernon, Schumacher, and Deschler describes the benefits of team communication in the workplace, or how team members communicate with a unified message to those outside the team. Cooperative groups, therefore, help teach skills such as critical thinking, understanding through listening, and articulating new information and ideas. In addition, Vernon, Schumacher, and Deschler emphasizes the importance of team building and the reinforcement in the workplace, as well as strategies for how teams incorporate new members into existing teams and reinforce members for productive team behavior. All these things help teams function effectively and are transferable skills in the post-secondary world. In conclusion, cooperative learning is crucial to students with disabilities in an academic setting, as shown in the studies discussed in this Pecha Kucha, as it positively impacts learning achievements. Cooperation is key, and through shared learning stories, all students can benefit from these inclusion practices. Additionally, cooperative learning is important in social settings for students as it has been linked to an increase in empathy and a reduction in bullying, according to Van Ryzen and Rossef. Also, according to Rossef and Johnson, it decreases substance use, stress, and emotional problems. Ultimately, cooperative learning is important in the workplace, thereby helping with the transition of students with disabilities from high school to the real world. The skills of team cognition, team communication, and team building are essential for lifelong skills. Due to the needs for these skills by employers, educators need to devote more attention to preparing all students to function effectively as team members. As a final thought, none of this can happen without teacher involvement. The positive impact of cooperative learning on students with and without disabilities is well documented in a wealth of research. For cooperative learning to be successful, teachers need to provide a structured learning environment in a regulated setting that encourages students' participation and enthusiasm. The MCEE calls for professional competence in this pivotal strategy for all students, regardless of their disability, and also emphasizes the importance of this plan for those less advantaged. I leave you with this final thought said by Henry Ford. Coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success.